Hey team, welcome to today's workout, and as you can see by the colors, it's a green level workout, it's an entry level, so it's perfect for any fitness level. And we're gonna go through some interesting motions today. I say the word motions, but they're actually isometric holds. So today's workout is gonna work you out without moving much. Isometrics basically means that the muscles are under tension without lengthening or shortening. So I think most people have heard of a plank. There's a meme around where how do you slow down time? You get into a plank and it feels like it takes forever. But I'm gonna show you some more interesting movements or some interesting holds today, which are gonna activate a whole lot of different body muscles. So if you'd like to skip straight to the workout, hit the description below, there's a link there. Otherwise, I'll run through now the movements or the motions, or sorry, the holds that we're doing. And I'll explain what I want you to see in terms of cues, in terms of form there. So the first hold that we're doing is a plank. If you've got a mat, you probably want that today because we are doing a few holds on the floor. A mat's going to help with forearms rubbing on the floor, especially if you've got a hard surface as well. So a forearm plank, we're gonna pop onto our toes and onto our forearms. The important aspects of this are not letting your butt push up in the air. You sometimes see this, and then not letting your shoulders or your spine droop as well. So you want to be off the floor, you want to have your shoulders above your elbows. Usually I'll put my fists together there because it helps with a little bit of structure in what we're holding here. We're going to squeeze our butts, squeeze our quads, and when you do that, that'll inherently straighten your legs. I want you to think about pushing your heels towards that back wall there, and then breathing into your belly. Now, one thing I don't explain a lot of when we do planks is your pelvic tilt. What I'd like you to think about when you are holding a plank, if you think about your pelvis as a glass of wine, I want you to think about pouring the wine out over the back of your legs. So see that? If this is level, think about the pelvic tilt there. So you squeeze your butt and you have it raise at the front and lower at the back, and that's actually called a posterior pelvic tilt. You want to have that pelvic tilt when you're planking. Reason is, it actually helps a lot with core control, core bracing, and learning to use those muscles helps with basically every movement in the gym. So if you're squatting, deadlifting, bench pressing, having that the tight, strong, braced core helps with all of those things. Cool, so after the forearm plank, we're gonna do a horse stance, a horse hold. Don't need the mat with this one. We're gonna drop into the bottom of a squat. So from standing upright, you're gonna push the butt back, bending the knees, bending at the hips, and then we're gonna hold it here. Hands out in front of me for balance, and so this looks like I'm actually holding the reins on an invisible horse. I need you to be at parallel to the ground. If you're any lower, that's actually a bit of a rest. If you're any higher, you're not giving your quads that full activation that you want from this hold. So holding that one for as long as you can until the timer beeps. After the horse hold, we're doing a boat. So this is where we can all have a little bit of a laugh at me, because when Grace was on here, we all saw that Grace was actually very, very good at the boat hold. I struggle a little bit. The best way and the easiest way I find to get into a boat hold is actually just sit like this. So butt down, heels down, sitting upright. We're then gonna lean back a bit, hands out straight. We're gonna raise those calves off the floor, or the heels off the floor, and our shins and calves are gonna be horizontal, parallel with the floor. I'm gonna try and reach towards my ankles, and we're gonna hold this with a nice straight back. And this is the boat hold. It's a yoga pose. That's where it gets its name from. So, that one basically trying to hold. You might be a bit wobbly. If you're wobbly, don't worry, don't stress. Just bring yourself back up there and try and fight for it. Another good cue for that one is to brace the core. Breathe in and brace the core. Obviously, you don't want to hold your breath. Sometimes you find that you can hold something for a long time, or you can hold something more stable if you're holding your breath, but you don't get any longevity out of that. So if you can't hold your breath for more than a minute, then you're not gonna have a plank for longer than a minute, if that makes sense. So try and practice breathing while you are bracing your core with those ones. So after our boats, we've got a few short side planks. Now the side planks are shorter intervals than these other ones, because we are looking at a beginner level workout. We're looking at the green level. I don't want to stress you out too much. So they're actually half the length. So a side plank, a regular plank is actually face down at the floor. With a side plank, we're gonna put one forearm down. We're gonna straighten our bodies, push the hips forward, eyes directly in front of you. Thank you so much for that sub. We're gonna go eyes directly in front of us, pushing the hips forward, and we're gonna breathe into this. Holding the side up with our hips and our oblique abdominals there. So repeat that on the other side too. This is one of the more tough holds, the tougher holds of this workout. So that's why it's a shorter interval for the beginners out there. After our side planks, we're doing a crab hold. You can choose to do this on your mat if you want, but we're gonna start off like we're going into a boat hold, but instead, we're gonna put our hands down behind us, we're gonna put our feet down flat, and we're gonna press our hips up towards the ceiling. So I would love you to make a nice flat coffee table. This is the crab hold. So you're gonna feel that one in a few places. Squeezing the butt, squeezing the hips and the hamstrings to bring those hips up nice and high, but getting those shoulders into extension is very important. And Grace, I'm feeling that one today. We did a lot of shoulders and a lot of bicep work yesterday. That extension, oof, feels great. So after the crab hold, we've got a hollow body hold. Love a great coffee table. You gotta think about the coffee table as being a good quality coffee table as well. I wouldn't buy a coffee table that's sinking in the middle, because all of my burritos would roll into the middle, my corn chips would all slide into the middle of the table. I want a table that keeps my burritos and corn chips separated, all right? So think about that, all right? We're now doing the hollow body hold. The hollow body hold, you may not have heard of this before. It's a gymnastics warm up, this one. So what we're gonna do is lay back on like basically straight arms, straight legs on our back. And what I want you to think about now is, you know if you got a banana and the bananas have like a curve to it and you sort of rotate it up so it's balancing on the desk or balancing on the floor. You wanna become that bent banana balancing on your butt, okay? So we're gonna form what we call a hollow body. I'm gonna try and hug a concrete ball. I'm gonna keep my arms nice and straight and my legs nice and straight. And at this point here, I'm becoming a balancing banana. So my shoulder blades are up off the floor, my legs are up off of the floor. And this is actually a really good core activator. And you might actually see a lot of gymnastics people do what they call a rocking banana or rocking hollow body. So it doesn't take long. I'm already feeling that one just there. The hollow body is a very, very interesting hold, but it's a regression from things like hollow body rocks. So after that, we've got our superhero hold, which is the exact opposite of the hollow body hold. We're gonna be laying face down. From here, straight arms, straight legs, and then breathing into the core, we're gonna raise our chest and raise our thighs off the floor. So you see now, it's the exact opposite. The banana's going the other way. Well, the banana's going the same way, you're just facing the other way. You're curved the other way. So after the superheroes, we're then gonna do 2 sets of lunge holds. Now the lunge hold, you've got a left and a right. This is the one that a lot of people don't really do. They haven't done this one much, but it's a burner, okay? So you're gonna take a forward lunge, but what I'm gonna do, watch my knee, I'm gonna forward lunge, and I'm gonna stop just short of touching the floor with my knee. And then I'm gonna keep my torso upright, breathe into this and hold. Hold. So I'm already shaky. And where I'm feeling it, quads and glute, just here. Big strength required in the quads and the glute. So you do that on the other side and you've done the whole workout. So we're gonna go through this one 3 times. There's 3 rounds. So if you've got a mat, go grab it. And in 20 seconds time, we're gonna kick off with our forearm plank. So start your yoga timer if you've got one, or a strength timer, or a cardio timer, whichever one you want. Press go, and then we're gonna hold a forearm plank here. Let's go. So 5 seconds. If you are brand new to planking, don't be surprised if you find that 10 seconds is a bit of a struggle for you. So let's treat ourselves like we've not done these before. I'm starting to shake. I can feel my abs starting to disengage. I'm wobbling a little bit. Whoa. I'm gonna drop down, count to 3, 2, 1, and then bring myself back up and hold it right until I hear that beep. So I want you to think about really, really just exerting yourself to the point where form starts to break. Give yourself a 3-second rest and then get back into that. All of these holds, all of them, if you need to take a rest, just drop down, rethink about the form that you need to get back into, and then resume. Don't just write it off until the next beep, okay? So we've got our horse stance now. So we've activated our front core, we've activated a bit of the glutes and the hamstrings there. We're gonna now do a lot of quads. So quad damage, dropping down. Very important with this one, we learn to breathe as well. Very important that your heels and your toes are all flat on the floor. Try not to be pulling back on your heels and try not to be up on your toes like that. It should be the whole foot on the floor, okay? Breathing, breathing, breathing. 10 more seconds here. So if you are joining in chat, if you're at home, think about how you'd go in adding more time to these. We're looking at 30-second holds with each of these. Just for me, the horse hold there, I'm already starting to feel the blood flow in the quads. And so again, if you are new to fitness, this is gonna be some brand new stuff. But if you have been doing a bunch of workouts, these might be a really good reminder in form, in just activating muscles. Boat, let's go. Hey Jafe, how you going? So starting here, I'm gonna get into that butt balance. So trying to hold my shins as horizontal as possible, trying to keep the knees together, breathing. Yeah, we just started, Jafe. We just started our bodyweight workout for today. It's the green level workout, so we're having fun with our entry level stuff. Trying to keep my back neutral in this hold. 2, 1, and down. Good. It's my hip flexors that feel that. So different people are gonna have different points of their body that are gonna start to fatigue earlier. For me, it's my hip flexors with that one. So let's go side plank left. Like I said, these ones are shorter, so don't worry about the side plank being more difficult. I'm not asking you to hold it for as long as the other ones. It's only 15 seconds, okay? So, there we go, 15 seconds. So squeezing the butt, pushing the hips forward, eyes forward as well. Breathing into the core, making sure your hips don't fall towards the floor. Straight line from the spine down through to the toes. And take a rest, good. Okay, we've got the other side to do. Other side. So this is a great little Friday warm down. I know a lot of people like to do their yogas on Friday. Friday for some people is a rest day. And to be honest, this you could do if you've got like 3 high intensity sessions a week, if you're training for a powerlifting meet or a half marathon or something like that, this is perfect for a rest day. Let's go. Just making sure that your muscles move every single day is a great habit to get into. You don't necessarily need to be, it's probably good that you're not high intensity every day, by the way, because your body needs time to recover and relax. You need to get that hydration back in, you need to get the nutrients back in. So this sort of thing is awesome for that too. Let's go the crab hold. But on the other hand as well, don't think I'm playing down the difficulty of some of these. People that have never done a crab hold before, it can actually be quite intense on the shoulders. So let's go. Hands down flat, feet down flat. Let's get that good coffee table, all right? I want a coffee table where my burrito doesn't roll to the middle, so squeeze the butt up. Now it's very easy to actually become complacent with this. You're here thinking about a good coffee table, but then in a couple of seconds you look down and realize, oh, my hips have dropped, squeeze the butt again. This hold here is about constant reminders of glutes and hamstrings. Squeeze the butt again, push it up. Breathing into the belly, and there you go, nice. Okay, the hollow body, I might as well stay down here because we're gonna do this hollow body hold, which is the banana, but it's face up banana, okay? So this one's probably the most, maybe not the most difficult, but it's the weirdest one because not a lot of people do this hold. So just think about it again. Arms straight, legs straight, and we're gonna pull ourselves up into just like a banana bend where our straight legs are up in the air and our shoulders blades are up off the floor. So this is enough right here. I'm ready to start to shake. So if you've not done this before, this is a very, very, very interesting hold, because just having the shoulder blades up off the floor and my legs up off of the floor, every single fiber in that rectus abdominis, that set of muscles that makes up the six pack. It's just wobbling and how'd you go? Let me know how you went, chat, because that one was a good one. Whoa, nuggies, nuggies are here. Hey, awesome. All right, 20 minutes time, Grace. I'll smash them before the next workout. We'll do it on stream for the Labrador headbutt. Oh no. Martha Stewart. Oh. All right, we've got our superheroes. So face down this time. Straight arms, straight legs. Lifting up off the floor. Like I mentioned before, if you need to, turn these into pulses. So drop down, take a rest, get back up. Eyes down, face down. If you need to drop, take a rest. Bring it back up. Hold that, good. Squeeze the butt. Squeeze your quads so that your legs remain straight. And take a rest now, good. Good, good, good. All right, we've got our lunge hold. Cutest cricket ball in the world. I hope you're okay. I hope it doesn't bruise. Because you know sometimes like the big doggies like this, they do a lot of damage. All right, left leg forward in this lunge hold. Watch my right knee. It's not gonna touch the floor. There. So I'm going for 90 degrees in each leg, torso upright. Holding that knee about 3 inches off the floor, and engaging all of these lower body muscles to hold us in this lunge hold, okay? Hold, 2 more seconds. 1. Good. Shorter intervals on those because they're quite difficult. Let me know. He's got a big boof head and he thinks he's a cat. Oh. Our kitties have been so like lovey-dovey to us recently. Just like couch time has just been all the kitties coming and sitting on us. It's been very nice. Okay, I'm gonna go right foot forward. 2, 1. Watch your balance. Here's me looking at the screen. That's a good lesson as well. Make sure each foot is on its own railway line. So it helps with your balance here. Now keeping that knee off the floor, engage all the muscles. The warmer weather, yeah. And bring that up, good. So that quad burner, glute burner, even the calves were feeling that a lot because you have to keep your toe in check. You can't just let it flop down like that. The calves are working to keep the toes extended. Baker Badger, how you going? Did you give that one a shot? How'd that feel? Okay, we got a minute rest. We're gonna go back into round number 2 now. So we're going back to that forearm plank. These are all isometrics today. So you might not be breaking a huge sweat, you might not be getting to the green zone, but you will be feeling muscles work. Lots of work here. We're basically doing work and not moving anywhere. I'm fantastic. Baker Badger, how are you? It's good to see you again, mate. It's been a while. Okay, let's get these forearm planks down. We are recording this one for YouTube as well, by the way. So say hello to all of our YouTube friends. Okay, bang. Someone in chat, if you don't mind, can someone flick that YouTube command in there? It's been very good. I notice when I put a new video up, within 3 hours, I've had about 40 or 50 views on it already, which is like, whoa, it's been great. Okay, here we go. Nice. Thanks, Jafe. Yeah. So yeah, Baker, you may not have seen, we've now got a YouTube channel and I've been recording videos. I'm gonna turn this, I've had the heater on because it was a bit cold this morning, but I don't need it now. We've been recording our workouts so that we can chuck them up onto YouTube. Twitch is great, Twitch is fantastic for the live stuff. I could never have the experience that I have with you on any other platform right now. But when it comes to looking for recorded videos and people discovering these free workouts that we're doing for you, from a qualified personal trainer, by the way, we're writing these workouts so that you can do them in the comfort of your own home You don't have to be embarrassed about going to a gym. And honestly, you can just pick a random one and get your workout in for the day. And we can build a healthier society out of people that just get work in. So it's a little bit easier to actually reference to a YouTube channel or a YouTube video, and people find it as well. So yeah, every time a mate sees an isolated workout, you point them, yeah, fantastic, thank you so much, Baker Badger, I appreciate that. Yeah, when they're in ISO, when they're in quarantine, yeah. So we've got 200 and something saved here on Twitch, but I've got 32 now on YouTube. Let's get in this boat. Row. Okay, here we go. So the shins horizontal, hands horizontal. I'm reaching towards these ankles and I'm breathing into my belly, trying to keep my shoulders back, trying to keep my back in a super neutral position. I'm getting wobbly. Keep the knees together. Try not to let those feet move at all. Chest out, shoulders back. 2, 1. Whoa. The hip flexors, good. All right, got our short side planks coming up. We're halfway through the workout, by the way. Nearly halfway through. So just take a rest, take a seat here. Good-o. How about you, Baker Badger? Have you been getting into some workouts yourself? Have you been able to follow along with some at home, or you've got a program that you're on? Okay, 2, 1, push. Holding this on the side. Because I will also mention that we are kicking off on Monday. Everyone that has mentioned to me that they would love to be a part of it, you're all set up in the system now. So you're all in the system. I've got you all set up. And we're gonna launch Project Sweat on Monday. It's a group FFP program where we have fitness goals, we have challenges, we have workouts that are going to be delivered to you straight into your mobile device. Don't have to think about it. You don't have to check in with me. I'd love it if you did, but you can just get out of bed, tap your screen a few times, and you're gonna get the workout straight for you. Yeah, Martha, it's so good, isn't it? It's literally, turn on your phone or tap your screen, fire the app up, and it's gonna have there in your calendar, what am I doing today? What am I doing? Day 1 as well, I should mention to anyone that is actually in Project Sweat, day 1 is gonna have a photo check-in and a metric check-in. So if you haven't got a tape measure, see if you can head out to the stores and get one today. They're pretty inexpensive. You can usually get them as part of like a sewing kit or something. So if you can, get yourself a tape measure, and you don't have to do the photos. I would encourage you to do photos though, because they serve a really good purpose for motivation. And this is a message for everyone, not just people that are in Project Sweat. If you are looking at going on some kind of a fitness journey where you're looking at changing your body composition, one of the main reasons why people go to change their fitness and get fit, quotation, is because they don't like how they look in the mirror. A lot of people don't necessarily need to know what their weight is. I know a lot of people think, oh, I need to lose weight, but a lot of people don't need to know what their weight is. What they need to know is how much body fat they're carrying and how big their girths are in certain parts. So hips versus waist is a really good measurement. So a lot of people will actually judge their fitness or their health on what size pants they wear and what size dresses they wear. So you gotta think about that. If that's what's important to you, then you gotta measure that. Don't worry about the scales. Measure your clothing sizes. Okay, let's do this whole body. Let's go. Now, I'm not discounting the fact that weight for certain people is an important measurement. If you're a jockey, number one, that's kind of questionable. The whole animal thing is a bit questionable. Let's say boxer. If you're a boxer, or if you're in a sport that requires weight divisions and weight classes, then yes, body weight will be an important factor for you because it'll determine what level of competition. Oh, that's a tough one. That's one of the tougher holds today, this hollow body. Yeah. You went and got one from Spotlight for $3. Nice. Bosu ball lunges. Yeah. You can do weighted leg workouts after 5 months after ACL surgery. That's so good. I'm glad that you are still hitting a physical professional, a fitness professional there as well, Baker Badger. Okay, superheroes, let's go. So, squeezing the butt, squeezing all of your upper back muscles, straightening those legs, point the toes, so you get some activation in your calves as well. If you need to stop and drop and breathe, count to 3 and then get back up. Hold it, let's go. Get those thighs off the floor, get the chest off the floor. Flying through the air like a superhero, right? Nice. You gotta pretend like, you know how they used to film superheroes, by the way? They used to have a green room, a green screen, and they had a green block. It was like a cube. And they'd get their torso, and you'd have to hold that superhero hold whilst you're on that green block, and they're filming it, like that. That's how they used to do it. So yeah, let's pretend they were in the movies. Lunge hold left foot forward, let's go. Hold, don't let that back knee touch. Shoulders back, standing up nice and upright. Good, good, good. All training and conditioning was done on set, yeah. Okay, holding, squeezing and holding. Subfest, by the way. We got a little counter down there. Up, nice. Woo, the quads are feeling it. How you all feeling? So that was the left foot forward. I'm gonna do right foot forward now. And that's gonna put a cork in round 2. Stick a fork in it, Charlie. There. Okay. Right foot forward. 5 more seconds. I'm getting antsy, come on. Do the rest, let's go. Nice. Upright, hold. Feet on railway tracks, holding that balance. If you have trouble with the balance, look out towards the distance there. Just look at something on the wall, spot down the hallway. If you're outside, go look at the hills or the clouds or the trees. It's gonna help with your balance. Good, nice. All right, 1 more minute, and then we've got our final round of these holds. How's everyone feeling with the holds? Is there something new that you've not seen there before? Have you done all of these and you like the practice? What's your feedback? There are some much more advanced holds that you can do. A lot of them have to do with either gymnastics, calisthenics, or yoga. The banana one, yeah, Baker Badger. So that one actually, that will actually increase to, you can progress that into what they call like a hollow body rock. Yeah, how good is the hollow body? So the hollow body is a gymnastics thing. And they use that as a warm-up for doing what they call planches. If you've not seen a planche before, P-L-A-N-C-E, Google it later. They're interesting, very interesting. I can show you planche push-ups in a second after this workout. So we're gonna get into this forearm plank. And remember what I said before? Remember when a couple of streams ago, I mentioned, hey, let's do a hollow body plank. So you're gonna feel in a hollow body plank, you're gonna feel very, very similar sets of muscles being activated as that hollow body hold. Now, you've got to make sure that when you're doing the hollow bodies and when you're doing planks like this, you'll see here that I've written this workout in such a way that we're actually doing opposites. We're doing opposing sides. Planche. Sounds a bit posh. Planche. Planche. You gotta hold your nose when you say it. Planche. Let's do the horse stance. Stance. Horse stance. Okay, guys, dropping down. However it's said, however you pronounce it, I hope you're still getting the same burn in the same muscles as everyone. Isn't that a great message for equality? Doesn't matter what accent you use and what language you speak, a horse hold is gonna be awful in any language. Yeah. Okay, we're holding our thighs parallel to the floor, chest up, shoulders back, eyes forward. Good. Good. No, Jay. No, I wasn't attacking anyone in particular. Not attacking anyone in particular. But I just feel like when I change from planche to planche, you go from like planche and you get like a huge open resonant chamber in your mouth to planche and you kind of go back into your nose. Right? Okay, let's do a boat. Boat. Nice. Only dress. We have fun. And I say this every time we get into a laughy battle on stream during a workout. Make sure you're having fun with your workouts, team. If your workout feels like something that is just a chore, I know there's gonna be times where you need to grind and you're not gonna feel like doing your workout every day and you're still gonna need to find, oh, hello. Hey, one sec. Delivery guys, bear with me. Nice, I got out of that boat hold. Fragile. Fragile, I'm not sure what that is, so I won't bend it. Okay, side plank, left. How do you feel about working out when you've got a sore throat or a cough? That's a good question. While I'm doing this side plank, I'll let you know. So, with a cough, so the rule that I have, right, is number one, if you're feeling sick, you're not gonna do a high intensity one anyway. You're not gonna go out there and try and run 45 kilometers. You're not gonna do a big hit session while you're sick. Number one, your body's already under duress, so you don't wanna be stressing it out more with a workout, because a workout is technically controlled stress. Now, for me, I've got a rule where if it's below the neck, so if the sore throat is kind of like a tickle in the back of the throat, maybe a bit of a sniffle, what I'll do, I'll always go to a lighter intensity. So I'd probably do something like this. I'd take this workout today and I'd hold some isometrics, or I'd do some stretching, I'd do some yoga, stuff that's not gonna send me into a zone 2 or 3 on the heart rate there. I'm not gonna be stressing out my cardiovascular system. But if there's anything below the throat, so cough, if you're feeling it in the lungs, that's below the throat. At that point, I'd be like, you know what? Nah, we're gonna rest. If you need to do anything, walk around the house a few times. If you're gonna go out and buy stuff for chicken soup, chuck a mask on. I know like masks were very relevant. They're still very relevant in terms of COVID. Crab hold. But even before COVID was a thing, a lot of Eastern cultures, a lot of Asian countries would often just wear masks if you're sick anyway. That was just the thing. Because you're a considerate human being that's not gonna spread your disease to other people. So yeah, if you've got a little bit of a cough, chuck a mask on, head out to the store, pick up what you need for chicken soup, and then relax for most of the day. So I have a neck rule, Baker Badger. If it's below the neck, yeah, it's courtesy, it's not political, absolutely. I don't care about the politics behind it, I don't care about the agenda. The only agenda at play there is not spreading your spittle to other humans. Yeah, so just do that. But, you know, walk around the house. Make sure you are still moving, you're not just like potatoing on the couch. And then, yeah, get lots of nutrients into you, lots of liquid, lots of hydration, and then fight back when you're strong enough. Hollow body. I know that a lot of the people out there right now are thinking to themselves, oh man, but look, if I don't get my workout in today, I don't feel right. True, but how do you feel about writing yourself off for 2 more weeks because you've made yourself sicker? So think about just prolonging that lurgy that's got you feeling sick. Think about what I did, and I lowered my immune system enough that I actually got shingles. That sucks. Don't do that, because I was out for like a month at that point. So yeah, don't be sick and go to a bank. Mixed signals. Yup. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Baker Badger. All right, here we go. We are superhero hold. So that was the hollow body. The hollow body banana. That's a fun one. Very, very cool. But we're gonna do the opposite of that now. I'm gonna work the opposite core muscles in order to hold ourselves in this superhero. So here we go. You do often see me do superheroes much more in these workouts, because one of my philosophies is that in our current society, in our current day and age, people are lacking in posterior chain work. So I do tend to put a little bit more focus on posterior holds and exercises like this. The hollow body is definitely an anterior core, but while we're here, it will actually add to certain types of movements to have that strength and have that activation. Yeah. I thought it was you trying to make us all feel like heroes. It is. You are all heroes. If you're here watching and you've hit that subscribe button, then you're a hero. 100%. Okay, lunge hold. We've got 2 more holds, team, and we're done. Okay, let's go. Step. Sit up straight. How much are you a hero? Show me. Yeah. I love note. Thank you so much, Grace. I know, like, I'd been putting that one off for a long time until we had more stuff to put onto Chris's list. Yes. Do I have a couple of others? Because I might actually, because he's sent me his invoice, so I might actually pay that and then ask him for a couple more. I might actually make it a Subfest thing. Chat, what emote would you like next when we hit our first milestone, our first big Subfest milestone? Because I have slots, but you gotta bring it. What would you use? Vom? Oh. Who'd use FFP Vom? Like that. For when I go eat a bean boozle, or when I talk about the time that I witnessed a girl de-glove herself at an obstacle coursing race. Nice! And see, because we were having fun with that, we were having a conversation, we were just getting through the workout together, time flew. So thank you so much for joining me here. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe button. You'll be notified of new videos that go up pretty much every weekday. And if you're here on Twitch, we got Subfest going, so I'd appreciate the sub there too. It'll keep us bringing you more and more content. So we'll see you next time.